Now we got a body mouldering away upstairs. What do you intend we should do about that?
Later on, when it's dark, we'll take him to some secret place and bury him.
Well, yes, of course we could do that. I don't suppose he's got any relatives going to come poking around looking for him. Well, you know me. What ideas just pop into my head, and I was thinking, seems a downright shame.
Shame?
Seems an awful waste. Such a nice plump frame. What his name has. No, it can't be traced. Business needs a lift. Debts to be erased. Think of it as thrift, as a gift, if you get my drift. No? Seems an awful waste. I mean, with the price of meat, what it is, when you get it, if you get it.
Ah.
Good, you got it? Take for instance Mrs. Mooney and her pie shop. Business ever better using only pussycats and toast. And a pussy's good for maybe 6 or 7 at the most. And I'm sure they can compare as far as taste.
Mrs. Lovett, what a charming notion,
Well,
eminently
it does
practical and
seem
yet
a
appropriate as
waste.
always. Mrs. Lovett, how I've lived without you all these years, I'll never
Think
know.
about it. Lots of
How
other gentlemen are still
delectable,
coming for a
also
shave.
undetectable.
What they think of
How choice,
all their
how rare,
boys.
oh, what's the sound of the world out there?
What, Mr. Todd, what is that sound?
Those crunching noises pervading the air.
Yes, Mr. Todd, yes, all around.
It's man devouring man, my dear. And who are we to deny it in here? Ah, these are desperate times, Mrs. Lovett, and desperate measures are called for.
Here we are now, hot out of the oven.
What is that?
It's priest, have a little priest.
Is it really good?
Sir, it's too good, at least. Then again, they don't commit sins of the flesh, so it's pretty fresh.
Awful lot of fat.
Only where it's sat.
Haven't you got poet or something like that?
No, you see, the trouble with poet is, how do you know it's deceased? Try the priest.
Heavenly. Not as hearty as bishop, perhaps, but then again, not as bland as curate
And
either.
good for business, too. Always leaves you wanting more. Trouble is, we only get it on Sundays. Lawyer's rather nice.
If it's for a price.
Order something else, though, to follow, since no one should swallow it twice.
Anything that's lean?
Well, then, if you're British and loyal, you might enjoy Royal Marine. Anyway, it's clean, though, of course, the taste of wherever it's been.
Is that squire on the fire?
Mercy knows, son, the closer you'll notice it's grosser.
Looks thicker, more like vicar.
No, it has to be grosser, it's green.
A history of the world, my love.
Save a lot of graves, do a lot of relatives favor.
Is those below serving those up above?
Everybody shaves, so there'll be plenty of flavor.
How gratifying for once to know that those above will serve those down below.
Lovely bit of cloak.
Maybe for a lark.
Then again, there's sweep if you want it cheap and you like it dark. Try the financier. Think of his career.
That looks pretty
He
bright.
drank at a bank cashier. Never really sold. Maybe it was old.
Have you any beetle?
Next week, so I'm told. Beetle isn't bad till you smell it and notice how well it's been greased. Stick to priest. might be a little bit stringy, but then of course it's fiddle player.
Now this isn't fiddle player, it's piccolo
How
player.
can you tell?
It's piping hot.
Then blow on it first.
A history of the world, my sweet,
Oh, Mr. Todd, what does it tell?
is who gets eaten and who gets to eat.
And Mr. Todd too, Mr. Todd, who gets to sell?
But fortunately it's also clear that everybody goes down well with beer.
Since Marine doesn't appeal to you, how about Rear Admiral?
Too salty, I prefer general.
With or without his privates? With is extra.
What is that?
It's for finest in the shop. And we have some shepherd's pie peppered with actual shepherd on top. And they've just begun. He's a politician so oily, it's out with a doily. Have one.
Put it on a bun. Well, you never know if it's going to run.
Try the fryer, fry the dryer.
No, the clergy is really too coarse and too mealy.
Then actor, that's compactor.
Yes, and always a rise overdone. I'll come again when you have judge on the menu. Have charity towards the world, my pet.
Yes, I know, my love.
We'll take the customers that we can get.
High, born and low, my love.
We'll not discriminate great from small. No, we'll serve anyone, meaning anyone,
And
and
to
to
anyone
anyone